Yeah, but the discovery that it's Aladdin's dad is like a central, like that's a big reveal, if you will. I don't want to use the word spoiler for a 20-year-old movie. Oh really? The VHS trailers were spoiling it? It's always really funny when I guess marketing doesn't understand the movie well enough to know that they're ruining it. I feel like actually executing the run of this is not particularly great, but I feel like I'm coming a long way. I don't have nearly enough berries or apples. I'm gonna have to go back and get more. The game calls them apples, I think, even though they don't look anything like apples. I got spotted by Genie and it messed me up. Oh, you know what I could have done? And I'll remember this for next time, is if I'm low on apples, once this platform starts moving, you can't get its first cycle anyway, so you can go over and get the other apples on the other side of that room. That would be faster. That's what I should have done. It's not a big deal, but... like right now, I can go over to the right-hand side of this room and there's a vendor where I could have gone and gotten apples. You like not? Thanks. He's like, my mom can't hang her clothes because all these stupid birds. Oh, right. Yeah, this one's not moving yet.
Thanks.
If you wouldn't mind moving so I can just, you know, launch myself into fucking space. There's a volume trigger that controls seeing that one cutscene. All the cutscenes are skippable very quickly, so like it's hard to want to invest too much time in avoiding them, but at the same time it's like if you can avoid them, that'd be just swell. Really? Wait. Oh, I probably could have saved that. Tina Hacks is now hosting me for so many viewers. Child shall be asleep in the woman. Is that a tablet from La Milana too? Oh. I thought I remembered the text being slightly different in La Milana 1, so I thought maybe they did sort of a remix on it in La Milana 2. But maybe I'm just misremembering. No, you're good. I legitimately thought that La Milana 2 was making like a callback, and maybe you got it right, but maybe I don't know. Sorry. I won't ask too many questions about raid messages in the future and just say thank you. Thank you. So, for those of you just joining, welcome from Tina's stream. This game's less interesting than anything else she plays, so I'm sorry. But we did just recently find some kind of no-brainer speed tech. You know how sometimes you find speed tech and you're like, how the hell did no one think of this? We just found that. I say we, because Nick said, I bet it'll work. And he was right, so I feel like he gets at least some credit there. Alright, well that's my best one to date.
Al, you have 45 seconds to collect. Oops.
That was really good. This game absolutely has beans. You know what I really appreciate about this is that, so this is, for those of you who don't know, this game was given to me by John Carls, because we do these cart swap episodes on the podcast, where basically we try to pick games that don't have a lot of speedrun attention, and we try to learn them so that we can become the experts on them rather than having to call in other experts. And, so anyway, so John knew I've been really enjoying some like weird PlayStation 1 speedruns lately, and so he was very thoughtful in his giving this game. He wanted me to have something that I would really enjoy. But when I first started learning it, I was kind of bummed out because it didn't seem as broken as it obviously should have been on the surface, and it was sort of shaping up to be a little bit of a lame speedrun. There was like one clip, the one that you just saw, that was about it. But the more that I'm playing it, the more I'm realizing, first off, there's a lot of little optimizations here and there that are making this kind of fun. And then, I mean, we're still finding stuff. I mean, it's not over. I died!
Checkpoint.
Oh, hey John, I didn't know you were still here. What game did I give to John? He's been running it lately. Zen Intergalactic Ninja. Cannot believe I died. I need to just stop trying to brute force my way through that and just go with the timing. It's not like the timing's hard. I just keep getting there and I'm like, yawn, I'm just gonna push my way through here and okay, but you moron, that doesn't work. You can look into more of what if needed. I mean, if you want to look more into this game, I'm kind of enjoying it right now, so if you want to look more into it, feel free. I know better than to like try to push you to route or glitch hunt a game that you're not enjoying, so you do it for you. But I'll absolutely try to make use of whatever you find. That was a bad level, Jesus. So apparently this whole time I've had the ability to shoot an infinite number of fireballs, but I've refrained because I'm a pacifist. These fireballs are not meant to attack people. They're only for attacking doors. Doors only. If you're not a door, get out of the way, because these fireballs are not for you. Okay, please don't run into shit. Please don't run into shit! If I die in this auto-scroller again, I'm gonna be real pissed. Like, an actual amount of pissed off. Not a meme amount of pissed off, like an actual amount. think it's random what moves he does. I can't seem to manipulate it. But this one's the slow one, and the other one's the fast one. I appreciate your doors pun. I'm a big fan of doors. Big ones, small ones. If there was subtext to that, Anonymous, gross.
You there.
You know, you're right, the beginning of that level does kind of feel like a Crash Bandicoot level. I didn't even think about that. Unless you were talking about a different level, but the sort of more or less on rails nature of that previous room did kind of remind me of Crash Bandicoot. Okay, overall I'm really happy with this level. I think I'm really starting to get the hang of it. Oh, I didn't test the thing I wanted to test. Oh, you know better than that, Author Blues. You've gotten burned by that enough times. Okay, that was the best I've done that section. I've messed that up majorly though, so that's not exactly a huge accomplishment to do better than the worst. I do handle those spider webs better than the world record does. Honestly, that's the biggest place I stand to gain time on this stage, at least.
If you want.
Checkpoint.
Nix, maybe you know the answer for me and I don't have to test it. This section I'm about to go into right now, is that bridge that I go under the bridge that's at the very beginning of the level? Because if it is, there's no way that I can just end the level immediately, right? Would that be any more dumb than not requiring you to actually beat 2 levels in the game and just allowing you to quit to the map because you got the book? Would that really be any more dumb than that? That was a really bad fight.
Come on, Abu.
No, I'm dead. There's no way I'm not dead. There's no way I'm not dead. It's gonna kill me. How did I not die? I should be dead right now. On this episode of I Shouldn't Be Alive. Dude, Owl. No kidding, I've been planning to play through Magic Carpet on stream for a while. I bought it on GOG when I saw it on there so that I can play it again. I mean, I know it's whatever, freeware, but getting them both run, like, dude, I love that game. I fucking love that game. I played it not too long ago. I booted it up on stream and played through it because as a kid I could never make any sense of it. I was really young when I played it. I just had no clue what was going on. I never even beat a level because I didn't know what the objective was. But I played it recently and kind of like worked out what the game is. First off, that game has a ton of depth to it. For its era, that game is fucking incredible. And there's a lot of content and it's actually quite hard. If you have fond memories of it, but you're like me and you just sort of remember it from childhood of like being a cool looking game, I think you're going to be really wowed by it playing it again in your adulthood. Like, it's actually legit. It's actually really legit. But it's super long. Like, each level is going to take you like 10 or 20 minutes and there's like 50 levels. And I have to imagine that it's going to only get harder as the game progresses. I mean, that's just the way video games work. Like, there's a lot of content there. Just for Magic Carpet 1. I plan at some point to play through it on stream and just like upload it to YouTube. I've never seen anyone do like a full playthrough of it. So, it's like, you know, create the content you want to see. Yeah, it's kind of that way. If I remember, it's been a year or two since I bought it and played the first few levels just to, you know, nostalgia. But if I remember correctly, it's sort of like you're trying to get magic to bring back, like, to build up your quote-unquote team's buildings, and so you've got to like defeat enemies on the map and then return the magic that you collect back to your sort of home base. See, my first thought was, wow, that game was really rad, I want to do a speedrun of it, but there's no way that wouldn't end up being like a 5-hour speedrun. There's no way. There's no way it wouldn't be a 5-hour speedrun. Dude, Descent was another one from my childhood. You and I apparently had very similar childhoods in, like, our tasting games. At least, Tina. I haven't played enough of it to really get a sense of how long later stages are. But there's no way that it's gonna be short. Yo, Speedfrog, thank you. You rock too, and I like seeing you. I hope you're doing well. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and do my intentional death warp here, and then plan to refill my lives in the next stage, or the next, like, convenient opportunity to do so.
Checkpoint.
Descent was really cool, but I remember... So as a kid, I did play a lot of Descent, and I remember enjoying it, but I remembered it being a nightmare to control because, like, there was really just no sense of orientation. Like, I have a really good sense of direction. I actually quite pride myself on having a pretty good sense of direction. I think it's one of the things that makes it easy for me to learn speedruns, because I can watch a video of someone navigating a very difficult area, and I can pretty much repeat it without too much trouble. But because of the fact that there's no real definitive orientation, because you can sort of just rotate your ship entirely, I would lose track of that so much. I would lose track of, like, what direction was which, because I sort of, you know, you can easily remember something if you're like, okay, well, I have to go up here, but up changes its meaning if you're playing a game like Descent, where you get full rotation and movement. It was never a motion sickness thing for me. Like, I don't really get motion sick. I'm sure I could get motion sick. I just don't typically. It was disorienting in a really unpleasant way sometimes, which I guess on its own, being challenged in that way can itself be really rewarding. But I remember as a kid being slightly frustrated by it. Which I think says more about me as a kid than it does about the game, honestly. Alright, pick up some rocks, you moron. It's not that hard. I don't consider myself curmudgeonly now, so I hardly think that there's a case to be made for me being a curmudgeonly child. That being said, even as a kid, I very much enjoyed games that sort of challenged me. Even though some of those games that were challenging, I just didn't invest enough in to like overcome it. Like with Magic Carpet. I just sort of goofed around in the game because I didn't understand it. But like with Descent, I always had fond memories of it. I remembered liking the game, even though I found it very, very difficult to play. I think I think whether or not you find it difficult to navigate in Descent probably says a lot about how your sense of direction works more than anything. Because, like, my sense of direction is very much memorizing, it's like I have a very good rote memory for things like that. But if you just have sort of a good spatial awareness, which I don't actually think I have particularly great spatial awareness, then Descent might actually be easier for you. Nice, that sucked. I hate it. Alright, so we stand to actually save a lot of time here. Because apparently, you can just dip after you get the book! Like... I'm not even upset that the previous world record holder, or the current world record holder, I'm sorry, I shouldn't be so presumptuous. The current world record holder didn't realize that, because how the hell would you ever think to do that? Do I give directions by landmark, street names, or physical units? I don't give directions those by landmarks, but that's how I remember directions. Like, I have a very good visual memory in that sense. So, like, I will see an area and I say, okay, this looks like where the turn is. It's not like a distance thing for me or anything like that. My left column is me, and my right column is the current world record. Okay, mister. Why don't you have a seat? I read Ankh. It's funny. I read Ankh. Wait a second. I want to make sure that hits my inventory before I do that. So that was the big discovery, was that the game actually doesn't give a shit about whether or not you beat these levels. Turns out the game only cares about whether or not you found the books, and the books are global flag. So as soon as I find the book, I can just get the fuck out. He is blocking everything. Why am I having a hard time hitting this guy? I don't get it. That fight went very differently this time than it has on past attempts, and I think I really need to work out how combat works in this game, because apparently just saying, fuck it, however it goes, it'll go, is not really working? Sorry, this is a Christian chat, there's no swearing allowed, I forgot. Stop getting coins. Oh, I lost all my daggers because I died. I forgot. Yeah, there's very little out of bounds in this. There's a little bit, but not much. Well, we're not the Croc 2 community. We actually play our video games. Okay, I must have whiffed a lot of those hits then. Okay. We're just gonna give away one free life right there. Love doing that. Love giving away a life. If I had touched that red gem, I was gonna be real mad. Really? Okay, I was about to go out of bounds there, it looked like, but I don't think it would have been somewhere I wanted to go out of bounds. No! No! Fuck. Whatever. That shouldn't have been a gold, that's embarrassing.
You've only got...
Does getting caught take away a life? I don't think it did. I didn't even think to notice that. Alright, come on. That's my one. That's my one stupid death. I'm gonna take these jumps a lot more cautiously. I'm not gonna try to do the corner jumps. This is stupid. I'm not going to game over again. not true. I'll almost certainly game over, but I don't want to game over right now. How about that? It'll be weird if there were movie content in this game, considering it's not based on the movie. Okay. I even took it safe. There's like these weird patches of lag in this level that really feel like it's eating inputs. I know that I could take it more slowly at those spots just to ensure that if I want to jump that I get the jump off, but it's like... It's weird because I go for so long playing so conservatively and then just like a hot patch of lag hits and I just can't seem to put it together. Alright, I'm taking it slow right there. There's little bits here and there that are obviously... I mean, the TV show was based on the animated series was based on the movie, so... I mean, there's at least some things that are in common. Having to go to the Cave of Wonders to do some shit's pretty Aladdin, if you ask me. I mean, of the 3 movies, feature films, didn't 2 of them go into the Cave of Wonders? Ooh, I did that jump a little faster than I really needed to. Is that the lore? Okay, well, I lost time, but... whatever. I think it's very crucial that we respect the lore here, so I need to know if that's the lore. You can't leave me hanging on this. I have to know what the lore is. Imagine coming to an Author Blues stream and finding that all this time Author Blues had not been respecting the lore. Like, is that an Author Blues stream you want to be a part of? Fuck you. I absolutely respect the lore. That's why I'm trying to learn what the lore is. How am I supposed to respect the lore if I don't know the lore? Also, that's libelous, Tina. Look at all of this lag. How am I supposed to trust any jumps with that much lag? Hey, Yuri. Thanks for the sub. Ooh, man. I hit jump, but it was a very long time before the jump actually happened, and I just watched myself moving, and I was like, boy, I sure hope he does go up into the air eventually. Okay, that time I almost picked up that gem because the game decided to play its cutscene right as I was on top of the boss, so that almost got real messy. Yes, I still don't know how I won my race, but I did. It really feels faster. I'm going to continue to operate under the assumption that it is faster because it feels like it, and that's usually good enough for me. Thanks, Eder. I actually practiced for it. I'm proud of myself because I really wanted to do well, and I practiced, and I did do pretty well. And it really goes to show that if you don't half-ass something once in a while, it can go okay.
Checkpoint.
Don't give me that. I don't want it. Oh, I picked it up, didn't I? Shit, that's so tough. Damn it.
You think you're a good shot, eh?
This is what happens when you get a fucking minigame.
You won a valuable.
Thank you.
This fight is completely random, and as it is, it's pretty fucking hard to hit him anyway, even if you could predict where he was gonna be. Oh, that's not Jafar, that's the evil Sultan. But Jafar is at the end of the game. Jafar's dead. This takes place during the animated series. Hey, please let me hit you about 3 more times, please. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna take the... I'm just gonna kill myself right here. Also, what's up, Smite? Okay, I'm really tired of him hitting me there. I should be able to evade that attack better. Taking damage there sucks too. I can get most of my health back pretty soon, but it's fine. I play this part up here risky and I keep messing it up, which kills me, but it fills back up my health, so I haven't really been punished too heavily for my mistakes lately. Yep, there we go.
Checkpoint.
That jump is extremely tight, and based on where it loads in, you basically have to do it at speed, so it just sucks all around. I don't need that. I need to stop going for it. It's kind of weirdly out of the way and pretty unnecessary. Okay. I need to stop trying to do that when it's speed. That jump is frustrating to say the least. Just like this one. You can just do it as a standing jump. There's really no rush because you're already waiting on this platform. I'm just gonna be real patient because this part sucks. I almost overshot all 3 of those platforms. Jesus Christ. Also, if I fall in the lava here, it's a pretty good chance I'm going to lose all of my health. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Checkpoint.
Could you stop? Could you stop everything stupid you're doing?
Checkpoint.
I'll probably get an extra life here, and I have to get past the minigame, but otherwise, we're good.
Way to go. Hey there, Jasmine. Collect 100 points in 45 seconds.
Okay. That could have been way better, but that could also have been way worse, so... Could you not, though? Could you not? I'm poisoned. There we go. That jump is never not stressful. How did I just take damage there? Rotate real slow, please. What a rude young man. Kids these days just spit everywhere. It's disgusting. I'm just gonna take my time on this. I still haven't figured out if there's a way to cut out what? You... I just keep sliding off. I'm not gonna stand on the nose anymore. I don't know how I'm gonna make the jump, but I'll tell you how I'm not gonna do it. It's by standing on the nose. Last checkpoint, last enemy, last room.
What? You are too late, Strike.
Well, that sucks. Really didn't want to mess that up, if I'm being totally honest. I really, really didn't want to. Okay. New world record. I get to scratch one off my bucket list. I finally have a world record in a video game. Yo, Borg, thanks for the 120 bits. But at what cost? The cost was I had to play Aladdin for the PS1. This run still has 1 billion to save. Like, this was still not a good run. I can add it to my Twitter profile. I can. Holder of world record. I mean, my Twitter literally says right now, Author Blues, who is a world's record holder. Credits. SCEA. ... What if you just made a GIF of the entirety of the credits and made that the backdrop for the leaderboard? These credits.